Hello there, my friends. Welcome to the Star Wars Vault. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe for new Star Wars content every week. What's going on, everybody? I just finished episode 5 of the Ahsoka series, as I'm sure many of you have as well. Heck, I had to watch this 2 times over because of how cool it is. Star Wars fans near and far were suffering for the last week in anticipation of this new episode. As you'd expect, we're going to get into this breakdown right now. Part 5, titled Shadow Warrior, was released just a few hours ago on Disney+. This chapter follows what I think was one of the best episodes in any Star Wars Disney Plus series to date, in Part 4, Fallen Jedi. We were left off with Ahsoka waking up in what appeared to be the world between worlds with her old master, Anakin Skywalker. As we start Part 5, we are taken back to the planet Satos, to the location where Ahsoka fell into the waters. With the waves crashing, we see Hera and her son Jason walk out of the ghost ship, looking for Ahsoka and Sabine. She soon finds Huyang, the training droid, holding Sabine's Mandalorian helmet. Huyang looks sad and heartbroken, as he says they should have stayed together as he'd suggested. This is followed by the show's title intro and transitions to Ahsoka's reunion with Anakin. As the two begin to talk, Anakin tells her that she still has a chance to live, and that he wishes to finish her training. Ahsoka replies, "Don't you think it's a little too late for that?" Anakin answers, "One is never too old to learn," snips. He then draws his lightsaber, stating the lesson is to live or die. Ahsoka says that she will not fight him. The Chosen One replies, "I've heard that before," as he quickly engages her in lightsaber combat. This quote from Anakin, I believe, is a little Easter egg deriving from when his son Luke said he would not fight Vader in Return of the Jedi. I thought that subtle hint was pretty sweet. Back on Satos, Hera and her son continue to search as Jason begins to hear lightsabers in the ocean. He tells his mom there's something out there, which leads her to tell Carson and the other New Republic officers to search over the ocean. Returning to Ahsoka and Anakin's duel in the world between worlds, we see a little banter before Anakin slices out the bridge that Ahsoka is on, causing her to fall into clouds and mist. She awakens back in the Clone Wars as her younger self. She sees Anakin running in his Clone Wars armor with troopers, and joins at his request as she pulls out her old green lightsaber on one of their first missions together. We even see good old Captain Rex in live action, but once Ahsoka gets a second to observe the death and damage of her clones, she breaks down and asks Anakin why she has to fight. She thought the Jedi were peacekeepers, not soldiers. Anakin tells her if she does not fight, then she will die. She watches him return to the battle and catches glimpses of him turning into Darth Vader, which of course gave all the spooks. We flip back to Hera and Carson searching over the waters for Ahsoka. Huyang joins Hera in the Ghost as they discuss Ahsoka's tenacity to live. The droid tells Hera she gets some of that from her master. Hera then asks Huyang what Anakin was like. His response was one word: intense. Jason then calls his mother to inform her that Chopper detected something on his scanner, and so she heads out to check it. Back to these Clone Wars flashbacks, we see Captain Rex again, voiced by Tamora Morrison. Anakin comes out and reveals he doesn't know this battle, and Ahsoka clarifies that it is indeed the Siege of Mandalore, which was after they had parted ways. Anakin tells her they have a legacy with their master-to-apprentice lineage, and that they are more than just warriors. While Ahsoka agrees, she points out to Anakin that he was more powerful and dangerous than anyone ever knew, alluding to his future as Darth Vader. He then changes his tone and pulls out his now red lightsaber and engages Ahsoka once again, reiterating his lesson of live or die. As they fight, he kicks her into a cloud of smoke as she falls out of the flashback and back into the world between worlds. We hear Darth Vader's infamous breathing as Anakin begins to charge his former pupil. We see him changing into Darth Vader and back to Anakin, such a spine-chilling moment. He fights her aggressively, saying it's time to die, forcing Ahsoka to fight back as she takes his red saber from him and holds it to his throat. For a moment, both Ahsoka and Anakin show the glow of yellow Sith eyes, but slowly Ahsoka turns the weapon off and says, "I choose to live." Anakin's eyes revert to normal as he smiles at her, stating, "There's hope for you yet." He then vanishes from her, and Ahsoka starts to sink into water and emerge into the ocean on Satos. A New Republic pilot pulls her out of the water and she is rescued onto the ghost ship. Once she awakes, Hera is hopeful that Ahsoka will find a way to locate Sabine. Ahsoka grabs the destroyed map and uses the Force to listen for impressions left by Sabine. She realizes Baylan took her on their journey, while Carson steps in to tell Hera a new Republic fleet is coming in and they are not happy about her unauthorized mission. She leaves Ahsoka and Huyang to find Sabine as the pair fly up to the Purgle Whales, where Ahsoka tries to gather information of where the hyperspace ring went. No luck for the former Jedi, as she tells Huyang to fly into the mouth of one of the whales, stating going somewhere is better than going nowhere. We see Mon Mothma on hologram once again, voicing displeasure to Hera about the situation as the fleet arrives outside of the planet's atmosphere. This episode ends as Ahsoka says goodbye to Hera, with her and Huyang flying off in hyperspace in one of the Purgle Whales in an epic sight. So, that concludes our breakdown, and what an episode this was. Of course, Dave Filoni was the director for Part 5, and we got to see some amazing stuff here. Obviously, the Ahsoka and Anakin scenes dominated the buzz in this episode. Seeing Anakin with the red lightsaber was something I had wanted to see since I was a little kid. And although it's only been a year since the Kenobi show, I was again reminded of how good Hayden is with a lightsaber. It's so refreshing to see. I thought Rosario and Hayden did an incredible job together, as well as the actress who played young Ahsoka. The Clone Wars flashbacks were executed nicely. Seeing Rex, this is always great. Anakin shifting into Vader at times was almost too much. In a good way, of course. And I also enjoyed Jason's scenes in this episode, along with the Purgle Whales at the end. I really had too much fun with Episode 5, and man, these Anakin returns, they always cloud my judgment, so I'm gonna rate this one 10 out of 10, yet again, just like Part 4. Back-to-back 10s for me, well done Dave Filoni, and now of course, it's your turn to give your thoughts on Part 5. What were your favorite parts with Anakin in this episode? Did you enjoy the Clone Wars flashbacks? What do you think we will see in this distant galaxy, since it seems we are now headed there? Also, what are you rating Part 5 on a scale of 1 through 10? Let me know your opinions in the comments below. Also, be sure to force push the like button to support the channel. I greatly appreciate it. You can follow me on social media by clicking the links in the description. Episode 6 comes out next Tuesday, so don't forget to tune in. Thank you all for watching, and may the Force be with you.